We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives, and when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
WVU Medicine is pleased to have physical medicine and rehabilitation, neurosurgery, and neurology all in one place at the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, located in a custom-designed suite on the third floor of the WVU Medicine Spring Mills Medical Office Building at 61 Campus Drive. We look forward to welcoming patients at this larger location in Spring Mills. For more information about the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, call 304-596-5038.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
Play ball! It's time for the excitement of American Legion Baseball, featuring the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets.
Myers with the pitch swung on and missed. Jason Myers gets the last out, and the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets are the state champions of American Legion Baseball in West Virginia.
Let's go live to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Good afternoon and welcome to P.O. Faulkner Park as we get ready for American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 as the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets play host to Winchester Post 21. I'm Nick Verzolini. Back in the studio is Kyle McLaughlin as the Hornets come into this matchup 6-1 on the year. Post 21 sitting at 1-0. And Berkeley Post 14 coming off of the win over Frederick Post 11 the other day, an 11-7 victory for the Hornets in what was a interesting ball game as Berkeley Post 14 got off to a 6-0 lead before Frederick would come back to take the 7-6 lead, but the Hornets would rally for 5 more and get the victory. So Berkeley Post 14 is 6-1 with its wins over Waynesboro Post 15 to begin the year, Charleston Post 3, Morgantown, and then the loss to Morgantown in the semifinals of the Morgantown Woodbat tournament, and then wins over Brunswick and wins over Frederick. This is the Hornets Invitational tournament today against Post 21, the Renegades of Winchester. Tomorrow they'll take on the West Lawn Owls at 10 a.m. and Morgantown Post 2 around 5:30, and then Sunday will be the semifinals championship round between the 4 teams in this tournament. So a lot to look forward to this weekend for American Legion Baseball. We will take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from the manager of the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets, Trip Tobin. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We'll hear you back here on the Skinner Law Firm Countdown to First Pitch, brought to you by the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers. Representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years, go to SkinnerWins.com. The Berkeley Post 14 Hornets welcoming in Post 21 out of Winchester. We'll hear from the head coach of the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets, Trip Tobin. Our coach's interview is brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at ParsonsFord.com. They became number one by making you number one first, Parsons. Here is Trip Tobin. Here with the manager of the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets, Trip Tobin. Trip, first game here of your invitational tournament. Coming off of the win the other day where you had the big lead early and then Brunswick battled their way back into it. But what are some things that you feel like your team has done well so far this year? What are some things you're still trying to work on as you head into this tournament?
Well, certainly the defense has been phenomenal, and then starting to get some timely hitting. We got a lot of hitting. We hit the ball well first inning. Took advantage of a guy that we could handle there, and then of course I like the way we battled back after we had that tough inning of a lot of free bases and some walks and some errors, and that happens in baseball. A big inning happens every now and then, but I'm glad the way our guys responded. Came right back and took the lead. Showed a little heart, so we manufactured a few runs first time this year, and for the most part, except for maybe a bunt at Morgantown, we actually laid some bunts down and showed that we could score in different ways.
Early in the year, you've had to rotate a lot of guys in and out of the lineup. That kind of comes especially early in the season. How do you feel like this team has responded to playing different positions, playing in different roles, and playing on either the junior or the senior team and having to step up?
Yeah, it's a little different. I mean, we lost 9 guys. We did bring a couple guys in with Chancey and Morgan and a couple others. But we still had lots of roles to fill. Braden Edwards is doing a great job there coming up. Jet and Henderson, those guys. And, we've had Dupree up, and he did a nice job at second. We've had a couple others. Connor Smith has come up and played and hit the ball. I mean, so we're going to, we'll get this thing situated, but we just feel like that we're pretty, we got a lot of utility guys. This year we're a little bit different. We got, more POs. Last year Stottlemyre could play anywhere, so when he wasn't pitching, we still had a guy. But, Myers, Chauncey, Lane DeLauder, even Fletcher at times are pretty much, they're pitcher only. So, they throw, they recuperate, and we don't push them too much on the field. But if they want to swing the bat, well, certainly that's not, we can make that happen as well. But, we're 12 to 13 position guys, and then we got, 3 to 4 POs, and that's just how it is. And today we got a couple position guys that are out. Canby's having a fishing trip with his dad Herb, so happy early Father's Day to Herb, and we're glad they get time to be together. And Sifford has some things he has to do later in the game. You'll see him get removed here about an hour or so, and he heads off to a family thing. So I mean, it's just that time of year. You can't put some of those things over baseball right now. Right now, it's important, but there's other things that are importanter at this moment. So we want them to have their summer. We want them to have a job. We want them to, to not miss out on things. We want them to be ready and prepared for the state tournament.
This weekend, you have a bunch of different teams coming in to play you guys. Give us, I guess, a quick overview. And tonight, Winchester, your opponent, what do you know about them?
Well, I know they got some guys from Jameswood, and I know that's a great program up there. Always that Virginia group up there around that Winchester, Jameswood area always puts together really nice teams, nice squads, and they've got a few of those guys, so they're going to be competitive. We're going to have to be on our A game, even though we're playing a little opposition, and we've got a rising junior in Henderson on the mound, but he fills a strike zone up. We're playing wood bat. We got a great defense. I think we're going to be fine. As far as West Lawn, we don't, last year we knew they were very competitive when they come up. We expect the same. They're generally really good in Pennsylvania. And Morgantown, to me, I think they're one of the best teams in the state, if not the best at the moment, and they're still trying to put, all their pieces of the puzzle together. But they're looking really, really good, looking like they're going to be the team to beat.
All right, Tripp, thank you. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Thank you to Tripp Tobin. Again, our coaches' interviews brought to you by Parsons Ford. Let's take another 2-minute break. On the other side of the break, we'll give you starting lineups, the weather, and get you set here for first pitch between Berkeley Post 14 and Winchester Post 21. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. American Legion Baseball action here on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. The starting lineups are brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust for your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. We'll start with our visitors here tonight. Post 21 out of Winchester. Leading off and playing left field, number 5, Kaplan Ambrose, batting second. The shortstop, number 3, Tyler Sofro Snyder, batting third. The catcher, Malachi Salone, batting fourth. The right fielder, Brady Largent, batting fifth. The pitcher, Neil Holburn, batting sixth. The second baseman, Deuce Strasso Snyder, batting 7. The center fielder, Trey Williams, batting 8th. The third baseman, Judson Dean, and batting 9th, the first baseman, Josiah Walker. Your lineup for Berkeley Post 14. A little bit different than what we've seen in the first few games. Leading off, the left fielder Cam Moore, batting second, the designated hitter Braden Oviedo, batting third, the catcher Braden Edwards, batting fourth, the shortstop J.J. Pavanelli, batting fifth, the third baseman Landon Sifford, batting sixth, the first baseman Riley Morgan, batting seventh, the left fielder Jet Gross, batting eighth, the second baseman Caleb Fletcher, and rounding out the lineup in center field, Cole Lewis. So it'll be a challenge today to see how some of these guys step up in some different roles. You're seeing Landon Sifford play third base, not a common position for him. Oviedo gets some time off in the field, so they'll DH him. And the other notable movement, I guess you could say, in the post-14 lineup, seeing a few different guys that would maybe normally be thought of as pitchers, such as Riley Morgan and Caleb Fletcher, play the field. But using their versatility to their strength is Berkeley post-14 here today. So should be an interesting matchup. Hornets sitting at 6-1 on the year. Winchester is 1-0, only their second game here. So it will be interesting to see how they perform against this Berkeley post-14 lineup, who's going to send Grant Henderson to the mound, and doing the catching will be Braden Edwards. On the other side, we'll see Holborn doing the pitching and Salone doing the catching. Our starting batteries are brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page as we get ready for the national anthem and then first pitch. This is American Legion Baseball Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg has over 100 new vehicles in stock and on the way. We've got a great selection of your favorite models, like the new 2024 Tacoma. Towing your boat or camper? Check out a new 2024 Tundra and get up to $5,500 off MSRP. Need better gas mileage? Check out the iForce Max Tundra and save up to $7,000 off MSRP. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at CMA'stoyotaofmartinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
I like the layout of the course very much. I think it challenges the low handicappers and is very playable for the mid and high handicappers.
All different levels can play on this course.
I think it challenges you from the get-go.
And the first tee program here is one of the best, if second to none. It is the best in the state of West Virginia.
The men have a league, the women have a league, the kids have things going on. Like, it really is kind of the whole package here at Locust Hill. Everybody's very welcoming.
Love the folks here that play golf, but a lot of great relationships and friendships with people here.
You know, sometimes you can only judge a course by their members. We have a great core membership here.
I was able to build some fantastic relationships here, and that's why I've been here for 30 years. When you join any club, you're joining to play golf, but you're really paying for the experience. And the experience here at Locust I found to always be a good time and a fun affair.
To schedule a tee time, become a member, or see upcoming events, visit www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call us today at 304-728-7300.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as the Berkeley Post-14 Hornets getting ready to take on Winchester Post-21 in American Legion Baseball action. The Hornets will start in the field with them being the home team here for Game 1, and Winchester will come to the plate. This is the Post-14 Invitational Tournament, and they'll be using the wood bats throughout this tournament as well, so a little bit of a difference between the wood and the aluminum, but we'll see. Grant Henderson on the mound for Berkeley Post-14. Give you the weather right here before first pitch. There was a chance of some thunderstorms earlier, but that seems to have cleared out, possibly held off until this evening around 6:15 or so. We might see some. So hopefully it doesn't affect things in this ball game. But 80 degrees and cloudy right before first pitch. Our weather is brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. And our first pitch is brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. So it's kind of a little bit ironic there with some of our reads, I guess, because we have the Winchester involvement. And Winchester 21's playing in Martinsburg today. You have Winchester Avenue. You got the Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. I mean, not too far away, but obviously don't see too many Winchester teams playing here because usually it's EPAC teams. But this is American Legion Baseball, so see teams from Pennsylvania, see teams from Maryland, see teams from West Virginia, see teams from Virginia. But we'll get ready for first pitch. Again, it's going to be Grant Henderson on the mound, the Martinsburg Rising Junior, who pitched tremendous against Brunswick 96 the other day. And the Hornets got that win with him on the mound. He was our player of the game on June 11th, which he informed me he was the player of the game a year ago on June 11th when we had the junior team, as Kaplan Ambrose will lead things off here for post 21. Stroh-Snyder will bat second, the shortstop, and then Salone will bat third, the catcher. First pitch from Henderson is a called strike one. Our top of the first inning is brought to you by the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations. Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880. As this one's ripped foul down the first base line. So quickly, Henderson gets ahead here, 0-2. Berkeley Post 14 in the white jerseys with the blue, red, white, and blue numbers and letters across the chest. The numbers are in red. And then it's almost like a Chicago White Sox blue line across the chest. This here's a pitch that hits the zone for strike three, and Henderson gets Ambrose looking to begin things. In the white pants and the white hat with the blue bill and the red 14 on the hat for Berkeley Post 14. And then for Post 21, it's the orange uniforms, or orange jerseys, I should say, black letters, black numbers across the chest. And the first pitch here is outside for a ball. The white stripe on the back of the uniform, and then the gray pants, I believe, there. And it's Henderson's next pitch. It's a little bit outside for ball two. So Stroh-Snyder gets ahead. 2 balls and no strikes. And the next pitch from Henderson, a little bit outside for ball three as it's off the glove. Braden Edwards, the defense for Berkeley Post 14, as Edwards doing the catching. Landon Sifford down there at third base. J.J. Pavanelli at short. Caleb Fletcher at second. Riley Morgan at first. And Jet Gross in left. Cole Lewis in centers. There's a called strike one on a 3-0. And Cam Moore in right field, I should say. The designated hitter is Braden Oviedo, hitting for the pitcher Henderson. And the next pitch is hit on the ground, foul down the first base line for strike two. So Henderson's worked it back to a full count after getting down 3-0. He struck out Ambrose his first time around, or he struck out Ambrose with the first batter that he faced. And with one out here in the first, Stroh-Snyder has a full count pitch. And the pitch here from Henderson is popped up over toward the first base line and heading out of play behind the Winchester Post 21 dugout. So just another pitch coming up here with a 3-2 count. So Henderson steps back on the mound, looks into his catcher and Martinsburg teammate Braden Edwards and delivers the next pitch. Called strike three, back-to-back strikeouts looking to begin the game for Grant Henderson. I'll bring Salone to the plate, the catcher.
Now batting, the catcher, number 30, Malachi Sloan.
So Berkeley Post 14 looking to win game number 7 of the year. It'll be 7-1 if they're able to get it done today, entering this one at 6-1. This here's a called strike one. Winchester got a win in their first matchup. They're 1-0. They've only played one game, so Berkeley clearly has the advantage in terms of games played, but both teams having to move around some guys here early in the summer as the 0-1 count is lifted out toward deep left center field. Chasing after it is Cole Lewis, and he'll make the play just before the warning track out there in center for the final out of the inning. And we'll head to the bottom of the first after this, as it's no score between Berkeley Post 14 and Winchester Post 21. The Hornets are coming to the plate. This is American Legion Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dutchness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. No score between Berkeley Post 14 and Winchester Post 21. Hornets coming to the plate. Cam Moore will lead things off, followed in the lineup by Braden Oviedo and then Braden Edwards. 1, 2, 3 batters here today. Neil Holborn will do the pitching for Winchester Post 21. As Berkeley Post 14 playing in its invitational tournament. Winchester Post 21, one of the 3 other teams playing in this tournament. West Lawn Owls out of Pennsylvania, Morgantown and Post 21, West Lawn, Morgantown, then of course Berkeley Post 14, the 4 teams involved in this invitational. Cam Moore will lead things off. And the first pitch to Moore is low for ball 1. Next pitch is a called strike. So, 1 ball, 1 strike here to Cam Moore. And the next pitch misses outside for ball 2. Or I'm sorry, called strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Moore. And Holborn's pitch is a breaking ball that misses high for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The defense for Post 21, it's going to be Malachi Salone behind the plate as the next pitch coming here from Holborn is popped out towards shallow left field. Charging in and making the play is Kaplan Ambrose. But as I was saying, Malachi Salone behind the plate, Judson Dean down there at third base, Tyler Stroh-Snyder at short, Deuce Stroh-Snyder at second, Josiah Walker at first base, and then in the outfield from left to right, Kaplan Ambrose, Ray Williams, and Brady Largent. Braden Oviedo now to the plate, takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Oviedo, the rising senior at Martinsburg, takes this one for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Played on this team quite a bit last year as a youngster. And the 1-1 pitch, heading into his junior year, of course, and then had a tremendous season for Martinsburg this year at the varsity level. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away here, bottom of the first, between the Hornets and the Renegades of Post 21. As here's a called strike 3. Oviedo knew it as he took it. And quickly there's 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning, which is brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just a appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg, or online at Orsinis.com. So 2 outs for Braden Edwards, who will come to the plate. Edwards doing the catching today. And Edwards will take this one outside for ball 1. As Dylan and I noted the other night, Edwards, one of several players on this team that can get behind the plate and do the catching. As Edwards will take this one for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Today, of course, Landon Sifford down there at third, Cam Moore in left, who can also catch. We've seen Caleb Fletcher even catch, but he's not really doing that anymore, as Edwards sends this one to deep center field, and he'll fly out to end the inning. So both teams go 1-2-3 in the first. We'll head to the top of the second. No score between Berkeley Post 14 and Post 21. This is American Legion Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, this is Larry DeMarco. I'm with Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Macy Folk and I have a new listing here at 614 South Queen Street. We'd love to give you a tour.
This charming stone home is turnkey ready. It has 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a fenced-in backyard, stone fireplace, new HVAC, stainless steel appliances, hardwood floors on the first 2 levels, and luxury vinyl flooring on the 3rd and 4th levels. There's plenty of room for a growing family with 2,008 square feet of living space. The home is located within walking distance to Martinsburg High School at 614 South Queen Street. Stop inside to discover a fully renovated interior that exudes elegance and charm by calling Macy Folk at 304-676-5050 or by emailing her at macyfolk1@gmail.com. The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results is located at 804 North Queen Street in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. American Legion baseball action between the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets and Winchester Post 21. I'm Nick Verzolini, back in the studio. Colin McLaughlin for this one as we head to the top of the second, which is brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. A nice place to do business. Henderson out there on the mound for Berkeley Post 14. He had 2 strikeouts in the first and drew a fly out to center field as well, as it's the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Winchester. And Brady Largent, Holborn, and Stroh-Snyder. Henderson steps on the rubber, looks into his catcher, Braden Edwards, and delivers this pitch, and it's hit on the ground towards short. Pavanelli charges in, makes the throw in time for out number 1, so 1 pitch, 1 away here to begin the second. It's J.J. Pavanelli manning that shortstop spot. Position he didn't necessarily play a ton of at Jefferson High School, as he was usually down there at third. But obviously on this team he's been short. And at least every game I can remember so far. So Holborn will come to the plate. He'll take the first one and await the next pitch from Henderson. And he sends this one down the line toward third. Sifford bobbles it, gets it out of the glove, and makes a great play after the initial tough bounce. And quickly, Henderson working through the second inning, already 2 down on just 3 pitches.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 4,
So Strasnyder will come to the plate. The second baseman. And the pitch here is outside for ball one. So 1-0 count, 2 away. And Henderson's next pitch, a big swing and a miss. Strike one. For Berkeley post 14. Looking for their out here and then get back to the plate as this one called strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch from Henderson on 1-2 is low for ball 2. Hornets back in action early tomorrow, 10 a.m. start against West Lawn. And then have a game in between them. And then we'll play Morgantown at around 5:30. So here's a called strike 3. Grant Henderson with his third strikeout of the first 2 innings. And Henderson works through the second very quickly. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning when we come back. This is American Legion Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory. I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory. I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Second inning, bottom of the second inning, which is brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Henderson gets his third strikeout to end the top of the second for Berkeley post 14. Now the Hornets come to the bat. In the heart of the order, J.J. Pavanelli, Landon Sifford, and Riley Morgan due up this inning. Holborn had had a good first inning, getting a pair of flyouts and the strikeout on Oviedo. Pavanelli, again playing shortstop here today, again hitting in this 4 spot, and JJ will take this one low and outside for ball 1. That's been one of the consistencies in the Berkeley post 14 lineup, is Pavanelli hitting 4th. As the 1-0 is inside for ball 2. Cam Moore's, of course, been in the top 3 all year, but they've kind of moved him around a little bit. And just not everybody's been there every game, but Pavanelli, I believe, has, as he hits this one on the ground toward the shortstop, and a good throw from Strasnyder gets him in time for the out. As one shortstop grounds out to the other, and Pavanelli. And
now batting the third baseman, number 4, Landon.
One out here as Landon Sifford will come to the plate, the third baseman. Sifford takes this one outside for a ball. We've seen Sifford play a little bit of second early in this season, moving around quite a bit, usually behind the plate, but can play the outfield as well, as this one misses inside for a ball. 2-0 count. And the 2-0 to Landon Sifford is hit well, but it's going to go foul down that third base line for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Sifford will dig back in. Holborn Delivers the next pitch. A little bit of hesitation on it, and it misses high for a ball. He's done that a few different times, trying to keep hitters off balance. And the next pitch is a called strike 2. So a full count here on Landon Sifford. 1 out, bottom of the second inning. And the next pitch to Landon Sifford is lined into center field, but the second baseman, Strauss-Snyder, gets to it in time for the out as it kind of died quickly off the bat of Sifford. And Deuce Strauss-Snyder gets there in time, so that will bring Riley Morgan to the plate. Morgan, the first baseman here today. Hitting with 2 outs, batting in the 6th spot. And the pitch misses outside for a ball. And the 1-0 high for ball 2. So Riley Morgan gets ahead of Neil Holborn. And the 2-0 to Morgan. Hit on the ground, but Morgan doesn't run for some reason and is thrown out at first. Not sure if maybe it just hit him weird off his hand or what was the scenario there, but either way, it's a ground out, and that will end the inning. And we will now take a 1-minute break, and when we return, we'll have the top of the third. No score between Berkeley Post 14 and Post 21 out of Winchester. This is American Legion Baseball, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
Welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. No score between Berkeley Post 14 and Post 21 out of Winchester, as our top of the third inning is brought to you by the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of friends and family pricing. And a pitch here from Grant Henderson is a called strike 1. So far, Henderson has been tremendous out there on the mound, striking out 3 in the first 2 innings, and this one chopped toward third. Sifford can't get there, but Pavanelli can. Off his back foot, the throw gets away from Riley Morgan and rolls to the wall, or to the fencing, but no extra damage done, as it was a great job by Pavanelli to get to that ball, but it would have been a very tough play to get Williams down the line. I believe that will officially break up the no-hitter here. But possibly, if Morgan makes an incredible stretch, he could have got the out. But that will be ruled a hit. So Williams ends the no-hitter. And now a bunt attempt pulled back by Dean. So opportunity here for Winchester to get something going offensively with a 3-0 count and what's been a quiet game for both teams. And so far, a pitcher's duel, as the pitch is a called strike. on 3-0. Dean, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Williams takes his lead. Nice pickoff move from Henderson, but sliding back in safely is Williams there at first base. So 3-1 count. Another pickoff attempt. Again, a good move and good placement by Morgan on the tag, but Williams not tricked as they've kept him relatively close over there at first base. And the 3-1 from Henderson is fouled away. So full count. Henderson's worked it back after going down 3-0. They will now try to get the strikeout, or at least get a out here. As again, pickoff move not in time. Henderson looks into his catcher, Edwards. Williams takes his lead at first, and the next pitch is high for ball 4. So it's 2 on here for Winchester after the infield single and the walk, and that'll bring Walker to the plate. And we'll get a quick mound visit here, just to go over a few things. I mean, first ball was kind of just hit in a tough spot, not necessarily hit very hard by Williams. It was just hit in a weird spot where neither Sifford or Pavanelli could get to it in time. And that allowed Williams to reach on the infield single. And then the walk here to Dean after he goes down 3-0. Probably the bigger concern. Even though he did work it back to 3-2. Walker will now come to the plate, the first baseman. With 2 on and nobody out for Winchester. Henderson checks the runner and delivers and misses well outside for ball 1. Runners take their leads. And Henderson's next pitch is outside for ball 2. So Grant Henderson started the first 2 innings with 3 strikeouts in 2 innings and hadn't allowed a hit. But this third going a little bit difficult, as this one borderline pitch, a called strike. So 2 balls and a strike to Walker, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, with 2 on for Winchester. Walker with no gloves, and Henderson with the pickoff move licks the runners back. Bats from the left side does Walker, and the next pitch, borderline pitch again, but this one a little bit too far outside for ball 3. So again, Henderson gets the 3 balls, turnaround pickoff move to second. Very close play, but a dive back in safely from Williams. Henderson's pickoff moves have been effective, and the important thing is his throws have been accurate. So many times at the high school level do we see pickoff attempts go very poorly for high school teams. Henderson's been successful so far. There's a big swing there from Walker, and he was all over it, but not timing-wise, just in terms of wanting to get a piece of that one, as it's now a 3-2 count. Henderson checks the runner and delivers on 3-2, and that misses outside for ball 4. So the bases are loaded, and it's back to the top of the order for Winchester, as it'll be Ambrose coming to the plate. Kaplan Ambrose, the left fielder. So bases are loaded for Winchester post 21, and the next pitch from Henderson is lined foul down the left field line and out of play. Grant Henderson coming off of his sophomore year at Martinsburg, where he stuck around Martinsburg despite the transfer portal rule and everything with that, as here's a called strike two, and he didn't get a ton of playing time at the varsity level, even though we know that he could at probably any other school, but showing some commitment there and toughing it out. In the next 2 years, he's going to be one of their top players. As here's a called strike three from Henderson. Ambrose goes down looking for the second time here today, and there's now one out in the inning. One out with the bases loaded for Strauss-Snyder, the shortstop, who also went down looking his first time up. But this is a big moment for Berkeley Post 14 and Henderson out there on the mound, and his pitch here is hit on the ground towards second. Going to be tough to turn two, so they only get one at first from Caleb Fletcher. But a run does come home to score, and Winchester is on the lead on the fielder's choice. They're in the lead on the fielder's choice. Fletcher, not a guy that plays a ton of second base either, so tough to ask him to turn two in that type of situation, but also going toward the first base bag, it's a tough play to make for anybody, as there's a called strike one on Salone, but if Henderson can get out of it with just one run around, I'm sure he'll take it in this scenario. As the next pitch misses low for ball one, but you had bases loaded, nobody out, and the top of the order coming to the plate for Winchester. They still have two on, so the damage is not yet taken away. As here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's low for ball two, and it's clear that they want to be pretty careful with Malachi Salone, who sent that first ball nearly to the warning track out there in deep center field, so has some good power with his bat. And the 2-1, Salone pops this one up behind first base. Riley Morgan calls everybody off and makes the play for the final out of the inning. So Winchester Post 21 gets a few guys on, does bring a run home to score, but overall minimal damage done as it's 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 Post 21 in the lead.
WVU Medicine is pleased to have physical medicine and rehabilitation, neurosurgery, and neurology all in one place at the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, located in a custom-designed suite on the third floor of the WVU Medicine Spring Mills Medical Office Building at 61 Campus Drive. We look forward to welcoming patients at this larger location in Spring Mills. For more information about the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, call 304-596-5038.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini here as Berkeley Post 14 trails Winchester Post 21 1-0. Landon Sifford's day done as Michael Poltar is going to come in and play for him at third base, but knew before the game, I believe Tripp mentioned it in the interview, that Sifford would be leaving a little bit early, but he wanted to be there for at least, I guess, the first hour or so of the game, and so we head to the bottom of the third. The Hornets make that change, but also are looking to get things going offensively. As Jet Gross will lead things off, the 7, 8, 9 hitters are due up. Gross, Fletcher, Lewis. And the pitch here, called strike one to Gross, who's just played so well for this team. Doing some pitching, playing some first base, playing some outfield now here today. So whatever Berkeley Post 14's asked from him he's provided it now at the senior team, as a lot of people maybe thought with the younger Gross he'd be on the junior team for the majority of the year, and he probably went into it thinking that, but he's earned himself a nice spot here on the senior team, and I think he might stick as this one's fouled away. Seems to be the consensus early on here in the year. But not too surprising with how he played for Jefferson this year as their number 3 pitcher on the mound, and definitely showed some good things with his bat as well at times as Gross sits in here on a 1-2 count, and that one gets well away, but a good job by Salone to leap up and catch it. As Holborn missing well high there for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out as the Hornets looking to get it going here in the third as this one misses high for ball 3. So a full count on Gross to lead things off, and we'll see if Berkeley Post 14 can answer the 1-0 run. The 1 run scored by Winchester Post 21 in the top half of the inning. As here's the 3-2, and Gross lines it over towards center. Charging in and making the play is Williams for the first out. So fly out to center after a pretty good at-bat from Gross, and that'll bring Caleb Fletcher to the plate, the second baseman here today.
Now batting the second baseman, number 8, Caleb Fletcher.
Pitch here. Big swing and a miss from Fletcher for strike 1. So no 1 count with 1 away. And a 1-0 lead for Winchester. The next pitch. Again, missing pretty high and inside that time from Holborn. So that curveball has been pretty inconsistent from him, but at times has been effective. So probably trying to just keep hitters off balance with it as this one hits the zone on the fastball for strike 2. Overall, though, Neil Holborn has been good at staying in the zone and pitching to contact as Fletcher will foul it away. Count remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, their teams are using the wood bats in this tournament. And the 1-2 pitch here, fouled away. Good at bat here from Caleb Fletcher, the second baseman. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away, and the next pitch from Holborn. Check swing and not ruled a swing from Fletcher, so pitch missing high there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. And the next pitch to Fletcher is a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Just the second strikeout of the day for Holborn, as going down as Fletcher. Earlier is Oviedo looking in the first, and that'll bring Lewis to the plate, the center fielder. Pitch here to Cole. This is a call on strike 1. Next pitch, high for ball 1, excuse me. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on the center fielder, Cole Lewis. And the next pitch is popped up in the infield. Third baseman Dean calls everybody off, makes the catch. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Berkeley Post 14 as we head to the fourth, 1-0. Here, Winchester Post 21 leads Berkeley Post 14. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 1 minute.
Hi, this is Larry DeMarco. I'm with Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Macy Folk and I have a new listing here at 614 South Queen Street. We'd love to give you a tour.
This charming stone home is turnkey ready. It has 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a fenced-in backyard, stone fireplace, new HVAC, stainless steel appliances, hardwood floors on the first 2 levels, and luxury vinyl flooring on the 3rd and 4th levels. There's plenty of room for a growing family with 2,008 square feet of living space. The home is located within walking distance to Martinsburg High School at 614 South Queen Street. Stop inside to discover a fully renovated interior that exudes elegance and charm by calling Macy Folk at 304-676-5050 or by emailing her at macyfolk1@gmail.com. The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results is located at 804 North Queen Street in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. 1-0. Winchester Post 21 leads it here as we head into the top of the 4th inning, which is brought to you by the Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. Reliable coverage since 1877. Call 304-263-0809 for a quote today or visit FMIWV.com. Henderson remains the pitcher here for Berkeley Post 14 as we head into the 4th. So far, he's allowed just 1 run on 1 hit. 2 walks, though, in that last half inning hurt him a little bit. And he's had 4 strikeouts so far as Henderson falls behind here, though. Two balls and no strikes. And the pitch. Called strike 1. So the 2-1 from Henderson is a little bit low for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. (3-1) is low for ball 4, so it's a walk here from Grant Henderson to lead off the inning for Largent. I'll bring Holborn to the plate. The pitcher, who has thrown a great game so far for Winchester, but he grounded out his first time up, and Henderson checking the runner, and they're going to roll it a balk. So with the balk, that allows the runner to take second base. And now a runner in scoring position for Winchester, who was able to eventually manufacture a run in that last half inning. Did lead 2 runners on base, but the fielder's choice RBI brought home a run to score in Williams after his leadoff single. There's a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch popped up in the infield. Calling everybody off is J.J. Pavanelli, who makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 4, Deuce Straustein.
So the pop fly ends Holborn's bat, and Strausteiner will come to the plate. Here is Deuce Strausteiner, who is 0 for 1 off a strikeout his first time up, and the pitch here hit on the ground towards second. Fletcher fields it cleanly, throws to first in time for the second out, but the runner does advance to third base, so Largent is on third for Williams, who has the only hit of the ball game. And a 1-0 Winchester lead, and the pitch here is low for ball 1. Henderson wearing the number 10, pitching well so far for Berkeley post 14, but it is another tough situation with a runner on third. A 1-0. Just in there now for a strike. It looked like initially it was going to be ruled a ball, but called strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down, and a runner on third for Winchester. Henderson's next pitch misses outside for ball 2. The 2-1. Low for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Top of the 4th, and a called strike 3 for the second out. Williams fought for strike 2. Called strike 2. Williams saw for sure, though he had ball 4. As he started walking toward first. But the delayed strike call 2, and now a swing and a miss for strike 3. That will end the inning. Williams turns and looks at the umpire as he disagreed with that strike 2 call, but goes down swinging here for the final out of the inning, and we will head to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Winchester post 21. This is American Legion Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, which is brought to you by Mother Sucker's Crab Shack, located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. And it's here in the bottom of the 4th. It's 1-0 Winchester post 21 leads Berkeley post 14 here as we enter the bottom of the 4th, and so far Holborn pitching very well. Cam Moore coming to the plate to lead things off, and Moore takes this one high for ball 1. So it's back to the top of the order for the Hornets. Moore flew out to left field his first time around. And the 1-0 pitch hit on the ground toward first. Great sliding effort from Walker, but nobody there to cover the bag. And that will break up the no-hitter. It's Cam Moore beats it out for the infield single. And Oviedo will come to the plate, who struck out his first time. Throw over to first, not in time. So Cam Moore is on, and the Hornets have some life with his speed. As this one's hit hard, but foul down the third baseline. Manager Tobin believing it could have been fair, I believe, is what he's trying to signal down there. And third, it was close, but ruled just foul down the line. And Moore takes his lead, a throw over to first, not in time. It's a great stop by Walker there in that gap in between first and second, but Moore beating it out with nobody having time to get to the bag and cover it. And now here's the pitch that misses high for ball one, so that's how the Hornets get a base runner, which was their first of the game as well. So not just a no-hitter, but a perfect game broken up on the Moore single. And the pitch here is high for ball two. Hitters count here for Braden Oviedo at 2 balls and a strike and nobody out, and a runner on first and Cam Moore. And the pitch high for ball ball 4. So Oviedo, it was only ball 3. Moore is standing over there at second. A throw back to first, not in time according to the fielding umpire. As everybody except for us up here thought that was ball 4. And, of course, the umpires. And now Cam Moore slides back into first. Is a little bit slow getting up down there at first base. But, yeah, weird situation as Oviedo thought for sure he had ball 4. And now the umpires are going to discuss it. Moore was halfway to second before we realized that the ball was still in play. And now the home plate umpire, I believe, has overruled the fielding umpire, or the umpire in the field, and ruled Moore out. So, tough situation there for Berkeley Post 14, but it was only ball 3. And then to have the overruling there was a little bit surprising, and there's ball 4. So, wow, that really hurts. Oviedo does draw the walk, but you lose the base runner and Moore, who could have been on second. He was about halfway between the bases as Oviedo had already tossed his bat, had started to take off his protection on his shin guard, I guess you could call it. As now this one hit well by Braden Edwards, but doesn't have as much carry to it as Pop, as it's out there in right center field, and making the play for the second out is the center fielder, Williams. But Hornets now have 2 down as they miss an opportunity here in the 4th, possibly. But J.J. Pavanelli comes to the plate now with 2 down. Pavanelli grounded out to the shortstop his first time and takes this one high for ball 1. So runner on first, 2 down. And the pitch to Pavanelli high for ball 2. So it's Braden Oviedo down there at first base after his 1-out walk. Pavanelli with the bat in his hands here with 2 down here in the inning. And the next pitch, it's called strike. Hitters count it, 2 balls and a strike. Holborn's next pitch is a little bit high for ball 3, so Pavanelli has worked it to 3-1. Both pitchers, after giving up their first base runners, losing a little bit of their control. I mean, Holborn has been a little bit inconsistent with his pitches, but still has cruised through the lineup to this point as the next pitch is high and inside. That is ball 4, and Pavanelli draws the walk. Oviedo will head to second. And it's 2 on for Michael Poltar, who subbed into the game, as we mentioned earlier, for Landon Sifford here in this 5 spot. Sifford lined out. It is 1 at bat. And the pitch here, a little bit high, but a called strike. Looked to be at the letters, possibly. Oh, 1, 2 down. And the next pitch, high for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 4th inning between Berkeley Post 14 and Winchester Post 21. And the pitch lined but not hit very hard towards second base for the final out of the inning as Poltar lines out. We will head to the 5th. 1-0. Winchester Post 21. We'll see more of Grant Henderson on the mound when we come back. This is American Legion Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dutchness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. 1-0 Berkeley Post 14 trails Winchester Post 21 here. As we head to the 5th. Top of the 5th is brought to you by L.A. Roberts Jewelers, committed to excellence in quality design and craftsmanship, located at 146 North Queen Street in Martinsburg. So we're back to Dean in the lineup, who walked his first time. The pitch here from Henderson, called strike 1 at the knees. Grant Henderson so far giving up 1 run, just 1 hit. He has walked 3 batters. He's also struck out 5 as this one hit on the ground and underneath the glove of Poltar and into left field. So Dean is on for the second time today to lead off the 5th. Poltar came to a knee but couldn't get the glove on it. So a runner on first to lead off the inning, and Josiah Walker will come to the plate, who walked his first time up. Runner takes his lead. Walker shows bunt. Throw down to first, just barely not in time. As Walker tried to lay the bunt down, it was ruled a strike, and a good job by Edwards to throw behind the runner. Nearly got Dean leaning, but instead this is a strike for 0-1, and now Walker fouls that one away 0-2. So 0-2 count, nobody out here with a runner on first to lead off this 5th. Josiah Walker at the plate, who drew a walk his first time. He's behind here 0-2, and the next pitch poked toward third. Poltar comes to a dive to make the initial play, but they can't get the double play. As Poltar gets the glove on it, sends it to second for the first out, but the throw from, I believe it was Caleb Fletcher there, who doesn't typically play second, as we said before, a little bit high, trying to turn 2. So Walker will reach on the E4, but does ground out the Hornets do get the lead runner with 1 out. (0-1) misses outside for ball 1, so it's Ambrose at the top here, who struck out looking in both of his at-bats so far. Digging in on a 1-1 count with 1 away. And Ambrose gives this a ride, deep right field. Going back is Moore, and Cam Moore is there to make the play for the second out. So a long fly ball to right, and Strassnyder will come to the plate here, who struck out and reached on a fielder's choice, drove in that 1 run on that fielder's choice back in the 3rd.
Shortstop, number 3, Tyler Strassnyder.
Josiah Walker, the big first baseman down there at first, takes his lead, and the pitch from Grant Henderson is poked and foul. Strassnyder just barely getting a piece of it. Next pitch, low for a ball as well. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Walker down there at first. And the pitch from Henderson misses well outside for ball 2. So 2-1 count, 2 outs here in the inning, and a 1-0 Winchester lead over Berkeley Post 14. And the next pitch, fouled away. So count even at 2-2. Hornets looking to get back to the plate and try to cut into this 1-0 lead after some things didn't go their way in the last half inning, but Walker takes his lead. Henderson's next pitch, chopped. Big chop over toward first. Morgan will try to toss underhand to Henderson, who wasn't quite at the bag. He went to tag the bag, but wasn't there, as took a big chop. Henderson, Morgan, and Fletcher all kind of had an opportunity to field it, and then it came down to, okay, who's going to cover the bag? And it ended up being Morgan fielding and Henderson covering, but Henderson wasn't quite there when he went to tag the base and then tagged the dirt part of the turf, I guess you could call it, and missed the base by a half step or so. And now this one blasted to left, but stays well within the park. It looked good off the bat initially by Salone, but it's a fly out to left field caught by Jet Gross for the final out of the inning. So Hornets make up for it on the very next pitch, and we head to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0. Winchester Post 21 leads Berkeley Post 14. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Ugh, leave me alone.
We're looking back here. Bottom of the fifth inning, presented to you by the Wagner Law Firm, West Virginia's premier DUI defense attorney. Visit WestVirginiaDUILawyers.com. Nick Verzolini here. Kyle McLaughlin back in the studio. 1-0 Winchester post 21 leads Berkeley post 14. As Riley Morgan will lead things off here to begin the bottom of the fifth. For the Hornets, it's Morgan, Gross, Fletcher due up. Here's the pitch, line towards second, and again, quickly off the bat, Strauss-Snyder gets there for the out. Deuce Strauss-Snyder, the second baseman, with another putout, as Riley Morgan leads off here with the line out. So I'll bring Jet Gross to the plate. And the next pitch, low for ball one. Berkeley post 14's offense has been quiet so far. Just one hit. Has left two runners on as this one called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 walks for Berkeley post 14 as well. That one hit coming from Cam Moore, and not immediately after, but few pitches later, he ended up being thrown out in a scenario where he thought Oviedo had taken ball 4, but it was actually ball 3, so he was picked off out there. And here, it's a 2-1 count on Gross. With one down, the next pitch to Jet. Hit on the ground toward first. Walker fields it well and steps on the bag for the second out. So, Holborn looking for another quick inning out there on the mound. 2 down here quickly, and Fletcher at the plate. And the pitch, breaking ball high for ball 1. So far, if you're wondering about the pitch counts here in this pitching duel, Holborn has gone 4 2/3, has thrown just about to throw his 63rd pitch, so well in control of it as this one's fouled away by Caleb Fletcher for strike 1. And then on the other side, Henderson's gone 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. He's thrown 71 pitches so far. So both guys have been pretty good at minimizing their pitch counts. This one's a called strike 2 on Caleb Fletcher, who falls behind here, 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down. Next pitch to Fletcher. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's just the 3rd strikeout of the day for Holborn. But either way, he's been effective. And that will send us to the 6th. It's Winchester post 21-1. Berkeley post 14-0. It's American Legion Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini. Back in the studio is Kyle McLaughlin. As we enter the 6th inning, top of the 6th is brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at ParsonsFord.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 6, Brady Largent.
Largent will lead things off. He's grounded out and walked so far. He's the cleanup hitter in the 4 spot, and the pitch grounder toward third base. Poltar fields it cleanly, throws the first. Good stretch by Morgan for the first out. So Largent grounds out on one pitch. As we mentioned, both pitchers cruising so far. That was only the 72nd pitch of the game for Grant Henderson. And we are only we're 5 1/3 through this one of 7-inning baseball, so good efficiency. Holburn, the guy on the other side, has been even more efficient. And so he'll hit here and take this one for a called strike. But Henderson, of course, had that one inning where he gave up a few base runners, gave up that one run, and other than that, he's been tremendous so far as this one misses outside for a ball, 1 strike. So if these guys definitely deserving of the win and deserving of some more run support from their offenses, but it's been matching each other pitch for pitch. As this one called strike. Holburn, as I mentioned, 5 innings, 1 hit baseball, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 65 pitches so far. As that one's high. And nearly facing the minimum, facing just 17 batters in those 5 innings. Henderson has faced now 22 in a 5 1/3. The 2-2 pitch with 1 away. Called strike 3. Henderson with his first strikeout since the 4th inning. But overall, his 6th of the game.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 4, Deuce Strauss-Snyder.
And that will bring Strauss-Snyder to the plate, who did strike out back in the 2nd. He's also grounded out so far, and he'll foul this one away. Deuce Strauss-Snyder's played some solid second base today for Winchester, who came in 1-0, just their 2nd game of the year. Berkeley Post 14, 6-1 on the season. And the pitch here from Henderson, hit hard on the ground toward third. Poltar dives for it to make the stop, but the throw is going to be late. And Strauss-Snyder's on there with an infield single. Good effort from Poltar to get to that ball and possibly prevent it from being 2 if it gets down that corner. So great effort from Poltar. Again, probably doesn't play a ton of third base, but Berkeley Post 14 a little bit shorthanded. Just 11 of their, I believe, 18 guys that are on the senior team. So they've moved some guys around, but not a complete roster here today. A few guys are, only going to pitch on this year's team, so that limits things a little bit. But that will bring Williams to the plate, who struck out in the 4th. Runner takes his lead. And the first pitch just called a strike. A 0-1 count on Williams. This one looks like it's out of play down the first baseline, and it is. So quickly an 0-2 count on Williams. With a runner on first base, and Deuce Strauss-Snyder. 0-2 count here on Williams, the center fielder. The next pitch from Henderson. Called ball and a little bit high. The throw. No, Edwards did not throw it back. He faked the throw back and then threw it back to his pitcher, Grant Henderson. Another throwback, not in time. So Henderson on a 1-2 count. Runner on first base. Runner at the plate. And the pitch hit on the ground towards shortstop. Pavanelli will take the short throw to second. Covering is Caleb Fletcher. And the Hornets get out of the inning. And Winchester strands a runner. Led to the bottom of the sixth. Berkeley Post 14 down at its final 6 outs with the 1-0 deficit. We'll see if they can rally back. This is American Legion Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304-LAWYERS, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
Bottom of the sixth inning. Brought to you by WV Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. It's a 1-0 lead here for Post 21 out of Winchester over Berkeley Post 14. Nick Verzolini here for you. Back in the studio is Kyle McLaughlin. Hornets coming back to the plate, looking to get it going here. Cole Lewis with just the second at bat of the game, showing how dominant Neil Holborn has been out there on the mound. Holborn so far, 5 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Not a whole lot of opportunities for Berkeley Post 14 so far in this one, and Lewis coming to the plate here. We'll lay down a bunt. It's a beauty. Down that third baseline, Lewis sprinting for first, and he's on. So Lewis gets the infield single. And Berkeley Post 14 now in an excellent situation. Don't be surprised as well if Cam Moore lays one down here. Even though he's one of your best bats, probably your best bat in the lineup, we know he has the speed to reach on a bunt. And with it only being a 1-0 lead, you move the speedy Lewis into scoring position. You like your chances for Berkeley Post 14 at the top of the order, but we'll see. I don't know if you would take the bat out of Cam Moore's hands. He's got power to give you the lead even here, or possibly at least, put himself in scoring position as well as maybe even driving a run. So it's a tough decision here for Tripp, and we'll see how manager Tobin plays things. It's a 1-0 count for Cam Moore. The next pitch, strike 2. Again, now they're expecting bunt. Not necessarily we're expecting it to lead off the inning, as the third baseman, Dean, is playing just in front of the bag down there at third. And the next pitch here to Moore, a little bit inside. So it looks like, based off of how the bat's gone so far, they're going to let Cam Moore swing it on a 2-1 count. Lewis with that perfectly executed bunt to get on, and the next pitch to Moore, called a strike. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Moore lifts it, center field. Going back is Williams. Williams reaches up the glove and makes the play on the run. So Moore will fly out to center field. And prior to that hit, Cam Moore was the only one with a hit in the lineup. Oviedo comes to the plate. He struck out and walked so far.
Now batting the DH, number 11, Braden Oviedo.
Oviedo throw over Lewis, keeping him close there at first. We know of his speed, he could also take off and put himself in scoring position, but with the outs being limited, not sure how aggressive Berkeley Post 14 will be. Lewis does take off. The pitch is high. The throw from Oh, wow. Just barely underneath goes Lewis. A great throw from Salone. On a high throw, I almost expected Lewis to be out. But they rule him safe over there at second, and now the Hornets have a runner in scoring position. Initially, it looked like Malachi Salone had got him down there at second base with the throw. Just kind of depends on the tag, and I honestly couldn't tell exactly on the tag from here in the press box, but definitely a close play down there at second. And the Hornets will take it here. 1-1 count, one out, and a runner in scoring position for Oviedo to possibly tie this game. The pitch to Oviedo lined. And now actually going to be popped up into the infield. And the third baseman, Dean, makes the play, so 2 down. Post 14 trying to take advantage here of that leadoff, well-executed bunt by Cole Lewis to put himself on first base. And so far, fly out from Cam Moore to center, fly out from Oviedo, or pop out by Oviedo to the third baseman. And now Edwards will pop this one up, but it will head out of play. So just a long strike one. 2 down here in the inning. Hornets running out of opportunities. If Edwards were to go down here, it would be the 4-5-6 due up, but you'd like to at least tie it before the 7th if you can. If you're the Hornets, as there's a called strike. 0-2 count. Two down. And the pitch to Edwards is grounder towards second. Oh, what a stop by Strauss-Snyder, and he makes the throw in time for the out. Deuce Strauss-Snyder has had some great plays with the glove. That one a tough one for the second baseman, but he gets to the hole, makes the sliding stop, and then fires to first in time for the final out of the inning. So Berkeley post 14 can't do anything with the leadoff base runner. We head to the 7th. Hornets still down 1-0. It's American Legion Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini here. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. 1-0. Berkeley post 14 trails Winchester post 21. As we get to the 7th, Grant Henderson's going to remain the pitcher out there on the mound for the Hornets. So far, Henderson has been good. He has allowed just three hits, excuse me. Henderson's allowed 3 hits so far. 2 errors behind him defensively. 3 walks, and has struck out 6 batters through 6 innings of work. So he's been great. As the clouds come back, the wind picks up a little bit. As I mentioned, there's a possibility for some thunderstorms this evening, but this game has flown by so far. As it's a 4:30 start, and we just now hit 6. So in terms of avoiding those thunderstorms, we're in a great scenario. And when you look at it, it's only a 1-0 game, so that's kind of to be expected. But we'll see if Dean and the Post 21 offense can get something going to add some insurance runs, or Berkeley Post 14 can rally in this next half inning as Henderson misses wide on his first pitch. Dean, third baseman today, he singled his last time up, walked as well. He takes this one for a called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. So he's been on both of his plate appearances, which not too many guys can say that today in this low-scoring affair, as this one's hit on the ground towards short. Coming over, making the play is Pavanelli, and he throws the first in time for the out. So Dean grounds out, ends his on-base streak, and I'll bring Walker to the plate, who's, again, joins him on getting on base in both of his at-bats, but he's done it on a walk and an error, so not exactly the same, but Walker will take a healthy cut at that one and swing and miss for strike one. The 0-1 from Henderson. Misses for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 count, 1 down, and calling time is Walker. Pitch here from Henderson. Popped up over toward third. Poltar makes the play for the out. So fly out by Walker to third, and that will bring Ambrose to the plate. The leadoff hitter, the left fielder, who struck out twice and flew out to right on the evening. Grant Henderson going to throw possibly a complete game, but once the offense can pick him up, he may receive the loss as the pitch here for Henderson. A big swing and a foul tip for strike one. He wanted all of that pitch to Ambrose, but he missed it. 0-1 count now with 2 down. The next pitch. This is outside for ball 1. Henderson being careful here with the waste pitch on after going ahead. And the 1-1. Fouled away for strike 2. He saw the aggressive swing from Ambrose on that first pitch that he saw. He did go down looking in both of his strikeouts as well, so that's probably in the back of his mind. Wants to jump on anything close, and here's one that just misses a little bit high for ball 2, a little bit outside possibly as well. So 2-2 count, 2 down. Here in the top of the 7th, 1-0 Winchester leading, and Henderson's pitch is lifted right field. Going back is Cam Moore, but it will stay in the park as Moore makes the play for the final out of the inning. So Berkeley Post 14 forced to rally down 1-0 Post 21. This is American Legion Baseball Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
We're looking back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini here. Kyle McLaughlin back in the studio. 1-0. Winchester Post 21 leads Berkeley Post 14. Here in this Woodbat Invitational Tournament for Berkeley Post 14. And it has been a pitcher's duel between the two teams. It's the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for post 14, who's down a run. But pitcher's duel so far for Neil Holborn on the other side. 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Hornets, Grant Henderson going the complete game so far. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. This lineup has been held to just 2 hits, a bunt single from Cole Lewis, and a soft single from Cam Moore. That's it. Everything else has been an out. The first pitch here to J.J. Pavanelli, who will lead it off for the Hornets. Takes it low. He gets ahead, 2-0. Pavanelli has grounded out and walked so far out of the 4 spot. And the 2-0 pitch to J.J. is taken outside, or taken on the outside part of the plate, I should say, for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 to Pavanelli. Low for ball 3. So, Hornets have a chance at a leadoff base runner, which they did get last half inning. And they also got it to lead off the 4th, but they haven't done it so far, or haven't taken advantage of it so far. Both of their innings that they got hits were to lead off the inning. The pitch here to Pavanelli, fouled away. So he gets the strike call there. Does Holborn, who, as we mentioned, has been tremendous out there on the mound. Berkeley post 14 has just stranded 3 batters. And the 3-2 to Pavanelli. Breaking ball that didn't break enough, and JJ's on with a leadoff walk. So, tying run now is on the base paths, and the winning run is at the plate with Michael Poltar coming to the plate. Poltar has been a part of this 5-hole, rotating with Landon Sifford. He lined out his first time back in the 4th. Poltar shows bunt, does bunt, gets it down, but it goes foul. Poltar down now here 0-1. As obviously Berkeley post 14 would like to get Pavanelli in scoring position. 0-1 count on Poltar. We'll see if he does bunt again. He has pretty good speed as well, so anything's possible that he could reach in a bunting situation. He does show bunt all the way. He gets it down, but again, it goes foul. So now Poltar will be forced to swing it. Following him in the lineup is Riley Morgan and Jet Gross. Big part of that regional runner-ups, Jefferson Cougars, and Morgan and Gross. Poltar, a Washington Patriot, trying to set up his teammates here in the summer, as this one throw over not in time. Down there at first base, Pavanelli, the former Cougar, now playing college ball. But the 0-2 and the pitch, Poltar lines it up the middle, but it's going to one hop to the second baseman, and they will turn 2. Strassnyder to his fellow Strassnyder, Tyler and Deuce, working up the middle for the double play. And that has been kind of the story of the day when those two have had the ball hit at each other. They've been successful on the 4-6-3 that time to double them up. And Riley Morgan, the last hope for the Hornets to try to extend things here. He has hit for contact in both of his at-bats, a ground out and a line out so far. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Next one, lined up the middle. Strassnyder gets to it, throws to first, in time, final out. And that's your ball game. A 1-0 win for Winchester post 21 over Berkeley post 14 here in the Hornets Invitational Tournament. Berkeley, not a whole lot of offense on the day. We will take a 2-minute break. On the other side of the break, we'll have the postgame show. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Things up. Our seventh inning, since I didn't get a chance to bring that to you, I actually forgot to do that. But brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing car buying experience. Go to Ford@Hagerstown.com, as well as Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go, who to trust for your flooring needs. Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at TripsFloorSanding.com. Now we'll take that break, and we'll head into the postgame show as we will be back in 2 minutes. Again, your final score here, 1-0 Winchester Post 21. We're back in 2 minutes.
Here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
The Sports Mix is your #1 source for the top sports stories in the Eastern Panhandle.
I believe the NFL is a week-to-week industry, so I am telling you this week is when the Beast predicts that the great number 17 will in fact touch that field at some point.
Co-host Nick Verzolini, Kyle McLaughlin, and Dylan Bishop break it all down weekdays from noon to 1 and re-aired from 5 to 6 right here on Talk Radio WRNR, TV10, and the TV10 Facebook page.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as post-game show getting ready to start here from P.O. Faulkner Park, and Winchester Post 21 shuts out Berkeley Post 14 to get the 1-0 lead. Winchester moves to 2-0. Berkeley Post 14 will fall to 6-2. Our post-game show is brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edward Miller Boulevard with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Let's take a look back at this one and wrap things up here from P.O. Faulkner, as it was a 1-0 win for Post 21. They got that one run in the third inning off of a fielder's choice with the bases loaded. Not a whole lot of offense today. 3 hits for Post 21, 2 hits for the Hornets, 1 error for Berkeley Post 14 as well. That is your game summary, which is brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to WVJusticeLawyers.com. We'll jump into our game stats. As I mentioned, not a whole lot of hits on either side. Cam Moore gets 1 for the Hornets. Cole Lewis gets the other on a bunt. Just 2 hits, 2 for 21 at the plate goes Berkeley Post 14 with 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. Grant Henderson pitched tremendously. Pitched well enough to get a win. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. On the other side, Holborn, 7 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Those are your game stats. Again, brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. And we'll wrap it up with the Rocks Local Markets Player of the Game of convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rocks. I mean, it's got to be Holborn with his 7 innings of work, 2 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts on the post 21 side. Shout out, though, to Grant Henderson again. 94 pitches of work, pitched well. But since you got to probably give it to the team that won, player of the game's got to go to Holborn with his performance here today. Just unreal to pretty much carry his team to the victory. So that will do it for us here at P.O. Faulkner Park. We're back tomorrow at 10 a.m. for more Berkeley Post 14 Hornets action as the Hornets play their second game of this invitational tournament against the West Lawn Owls. If you're looking to come out to the park, there's more baseball throughout the night. But we are done here today as West Lawn, I believe, is taking on Morgantown, I want to say, here in this first game here following ours. So once again, that will do it here for us. Your final score, 1-0. Winchester getting the win over Berkeley Post 14. For Colin McLaughlin back in the studio, thank you for joining us. I'm Nick Verzolini. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow morning for more Hornets baseball. This is American Legion Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.